The June 12th meeting of the Campaign Finance Board is now in session. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from May 21st?
So moved. Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I have the acting chair, I have no report. Amy, do you have a report from the executive?
I have a couple of things to report. First, last night we were co-sponsors of a debate for the 13th Congressional District. All reports said it went very well attended. It was held at Lehman College, co-sponsored with New York One. I gave budget testimony before the City Council on May 30th on our proposed budget. Not very many difficult questions there, so I think that the budget probably will be approved. I want to congratulate one of our staff members on having his 20th anniversary at the Campaign Finance Board today. It's actually his 20th anniversary. James Graham, who is not here, but he's the person who sets up for us and breaks down. So I'll come into the executive session maybe and say hello. And then last week, Art Chang organized, and the NYC Vote sponsored a forum on open source democracy, and it was very interesting, very well attended. It consisted of 3 demonstrations of open source technology solutions for voting that are being used across the country. Eric Friedman presented our NYC Votes application. Democracy Works presented a system that they're hoping to pilot that will track mail-in voting. A lot of states now have mail-in voting, and so they're using the technology from the post office to actually track your ballot, so you can see when it's been mailed to you, when it mailed back, that it actually was received by the election board in your jurisdiction. And they're piloting that in I think about 6 local jurisdictions across the country. Very interesting program. The OSET Foundation also presented a open source electoral system. OSET Foundation is a group of Silicon Valley executives who decided to use their combined expertise to develop open source technology solutions to run electoral systems, and they have a variety of different kinds of programs working across the country. They have a pilot program in Virginia which presents real-time election results coming from the precincts, and you can show maps, and you can do a lot of demographic information in real time on election night. Very impressive system. And then there was a panel discussion about the future of governments using open source technology to improve democracy. The panel was moderated by John Kahaney, who is the head of Reinvent Albany, which is a nonprofit that is working on these issues in New York State. The panelists included the representatives from Democracy Works and the OSET Foundation, also Doug Kellner from the New York State Board of Elections, Mike Ryan from the New York City Board of Elections, and myself. Very, very interesting discussion, pretty well attended by a lot of people in the tech community who are interested in developing open source technologies to help people connect with their elected officials, connect with the issues, connect with each other. So very interesting event. Also last week we had a very well attended training for the representatives throughout the city who are responsible for administering Local Law 29, which is the law that requires a variety, about 20 different city agencies to provide voting registration forms with their materials when they come in contact with the members of the public. We had about 40, maybe 44 members of the representatives from various city agencies come and attend that training, all very excited about learning their responsibilities and working with us to administer that program.
Thank you, Amy. I mean, if Art was here, we obviously would congratulate him because he's been a real leader in bringing technology into the world of campaigns and elections. Do I have a motion to go into executive session so we can discuss penalties and other matters?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we go. Okay, so the June 12th meeting is back in session. I think we're going to have a vote on penalty matters. You want to present those, Amy?
Okay. First, we have penalty for Donovan Richards, a candidate in the 2013 A special election in City Council District 31. $100 for accepting a contribution from a corporation, limited liability company, or partnership. $435 for accepting over the limit contributions. $250 for failing to report a bank account used for campaign purposes. $260 for failing to demonstrate compliance with cash receipts reporting and documentation requirements, resulting in a 17.16% cash deposit variance. $100 for making an impermissible post-election expenditure, and $100 for failing to document 5 transactions, for total recommended penalties of $1,245.
I have a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next is candidate Cheryl Simmons Oliver, candidate in the 2012 A special election for City Council District 45. A violation of penalty for failing to provide a signed intermediary affirmation statement, and $882 for making cash distributions exceeding $100.
Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have public funds.
Yes, and then we have 2 recommended public funds payments. For candidate Jacques Leandre, candidate in the 2013 A special election in City Council District 31, a recommended payment of $3,360.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I should say, this proves it can be done. This was a campaign that had 0 penalties.
And finally, Cheryl Simmons Oliver, a recommended public funds payment of $1,893, from which her penalties will be withheld, resulting in an actual payment of $1,011.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So, any other business? Hearing no further business, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
is
Second.
granted.